Let's see if things are working. Okay. So, shortcuts seems to be working properly now. Things are being enabled and disabled when I want them to. Yeah. I think we might be pretty good. So, here we are again. Welcome, welcome. And I'm just posting around a little bit because it was a little bit slow, a little bit late. I think the idle chat was supposed to have the underlaying image as well. Let's test this out. And the stream deck got its shortcut back, so we should be fine. We should be good. The only thing I think is... yeah, that thing works. That thing sets. Yeah, we're good. We're good. The only thing that could be up is this thing. Why is this thing not going up here? Oh yeah, because the display modes was disabled completely. I see. Look at that, beautiful. Things are working, things are operational. We are back in business. So let's just get the up and running post message thing on. The 171. Not bad, not bad. Just gonna post that around and then we are good to go. Let's see. Grab that, copy paste it. 172. Because apparently people are actually keeping tabs on my going live notices. Oh boy. Boy. Okay, so there we are. Now I haven't sorted out the rest of the audio stuff and haven't added more things onto it, but we have fixed our profile and fixed all the OBS things. So they are working and they seemingly work. They seemingly obey my commands now. Where else do I want to post it? Promotions, commissions on Marrow-Graves. There we go. That is posted. That is up. And then we just post it in our own freaking Discord because I have completely forgotten to post in my own Discord. Give me this. And that was not supposed to be done that way. I'm gonna tag Twitch because my next task is gonna be fixing up the bots and everything else. Oh, okay. I will take a look at that filtration code later on. Because I see a Traders posted some MIPS code on the Discord. So I will take a look at that later. Let's see if we can't help out our fellow stationeers in figuring out what is breaking. There. So everything's posted everywhere. Ugh. Oh boy. Very good. Audio is on, microphone is on, camera is on. I can barely hear things on my own end. That's just because the volume was low. And then we have camera. Do the camera works? The camera is working. There we go. Okay, so everything is A-okay. Except that apparently I can't. Maybe not. Doesn't want to let me do that, so we'll do this. Yeah, there we go. We are back in action. And why oh why? Oh right, yeah, because the transmission began. Okay. So our last adventure was why you haven't ran out of fuel. Stop pretending. I guess it did run out of fuel because the gas engines turned off. That would do it. Where are we at? Where are we at? We are still. Oh right, okay. Right, that's how that works. I see. 69% batteries. Let's just do this and let's do discover. And then that gets to sit and do a bunch of discovery while we hop into this chaos of a base and get some resupply, food, water, you know the drill. It being. No, it's not. It's not. Temperature is staying at a moderate 27 degrees. And yeah, so a little bit of a status update. Hey, Feldoma. Wait, what the hell? Why did you why are you doing this? Alerts, general alerts. That should be popping up. Why did it not pop up? Why did it not of the make noise? You scared me even though it didn't pop up because I wasn't prepared for things to pop up in the activity feed without actually happening. Why did the alerts gone? Element control, general alerts. The Twitch general alerts should be in there. They're there. I mean, granted, I didn't have control of the audio through OBS, but that shouldn't be the problem. I swear to God, has that... If those alerts have gone freaking silent on me again... Edit alert. Or is it because they're trying to play... Are they trying to play back on... another device? I don't know. Channel point. Yeah, no... Okay, well, we're gonna have to, I'm using OBS. But we're gonna pop. Let's do. I have a like. So in this case, I think it's a user error. I forgot to do something. So let's do one of those. Yeah, it's not popping the audio. It's popping the video and everything, but it's not actually popping the audio. The audio is happening. The Twitch alert.
It can't be done, can it?
is getting queued. And I saw the Twitch alert audio happen in OBS, so I'm assuming you heard it. Streamlabs is way less buggier. You should give it a go. You can copy over your setting host initial. Yeah, well, I'll see. I'll see about it. I have a feeling that. So the question boiled down into: did you hear it? Is it sending that audio cue over OBS? And is it just a me issue? Like I said, I saw the source, but I'm not getting audio feedback cues from the stream manager. So I was guessing that one of my audio devices have muted it or something. Like if it's muted if it's muted Firefox or something. You know what? We can't have no alerts. That doesn't work. So question then boils into, does stream elements work? Are those alerts working? Is the raid alert working? I love breakage. It's such an amazing thing. So we're just gonna go in and we're gonna edit it and we're gonna simulate it and see if the raid event is popping up. Assuming it actually works. Let's do. Yes, it works there. And can I trigger it in the overlay? If we do this, the stream chat overlay, start chat overlay, stream chat overlay. Did I forget to add an overlay? Oh, we got the stream chat one. So these guys should be working. If I trigger this and we do the raid. Okay, well, the overlay for the image is okay. That's not what that thing is supposed to cover. That's not supposed to cover the whole damn screen. But that was it looked fine on your end. That is freaking weird. If it looks fine on stream, we're happy. That's all that matters. So the stream stuff, all the stream element stuff is now working. Now it's just, for some reason, we are having some weird audio issues with the events popping from why is because that audio works. Why is I swear to God. Swear to God, if that was what was breaking it, I'm gonna tilt. So let's do this again. Nope. I'm not... Well, the raid works. The raid definitely works. And it on my end, it looks like it's covering the whole thing. 8:30. Or 30. Hope the outro end worked all right. And apparently Stream Elements doesn't like compounding commands. It's a bit of an experimental journey. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome to the channel if you haven't been here before. Name's iSport, doing some Stationeers, continuing on, but a bunch of other games as well. We'll probably take a little bit of a peek back into some Hell Let Loose eventually, but not today, not tonight, and most likely not tomorrow either, but at some point. Yeah, I'm kind of still figuring out breakage with all my overhaul of the stream stuff. So, right, refill food. I got hygiene up. Yeah, I'm my audios for my Twitch alerts are gone. They have poofed, and I don't know where they have poofed to, but they have poofed. But everything else is back. We got the Stream Deck is operational again. I got all the shortcuts and all of that hooked up, so that is nice and good. And the Stream Elements alerts are working, although I don't know why that looked like it was very, very covering whole the damn world, but that's another case. Anyway, here's my rocket. It's out exploring, covering up all the other bits. We had some water, some silver, some nickel, some lead. So that's going all right. That thing's just doing its thing while it's got battery. And we are gonna start building the next rocket, which is gonna be slightly bigger, but it is gonna be a new rocket. It's gonna run on gas, same thing as before. We're just gonna need a whole bunch of new parts for it. That's another access bridge. I was wondering where the hell that went. Let's switch out that, switch out some oxygen, and let's resupply our power. Chuck all of these resources back in and start making components for the new rocket. I might be short gold, because gold was running out the other day. Thinking of continuing on multiplayer tomorrow, or the thingy. I will probably need to hop in on Discord with you and kind of arrange that out, because as a little bit of an update, I did manage to get a bit of a job replacement thing, so I am gonna be working regular daytime hours, which means I will not be able to stream ridiculous long sequences at the moment. And our day or our kind of time zone scheduling clashes a little bit, so we are gonna have to look at actual times and whatnot to match those up. Kind of do a little bit of a scheduling for it instead. Just as a little heads up. Where the hell did the electric go? In there. So that's a little bit of a change happening on my end. All of the steel. Yes, all of the steel. That's gonna be avionics. We're gonna need umbilical. We're gonna need rocket data links. We're gonna need some of that. Yeah. And we are gonna use some miners. I don't know what drill bits you need on these guys, but yeah. 58% power. We're still looking pretty good. Clashing up 6 out of 9. Once it's down to 9, I'll fly the rocket back to Mimas. We'll see how much fuel we're using. And then we might fly onward to the A-Rings asteroid belt, because the A-Rings asteroid belt is what's containing our basic iron, gold, copper, and silicon. And that's going to be nice. That's going to be very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. And I think we have fuel there. I think we got fuel to get there without a problem. And getting back as well. Yeah. We're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. So this is our second one. So, Feldoma, since you are, you're watching a little bit. When you have a rocket in space, it has a little rocket, a little scanner on it. And once you have gotten to a position there that has things you can scan on, which is showing up as site discovery when you discover the location, it needs to go through and discover each of these points, which is set by the discovery point. The more scanners you have, the more power it's going to drain, but the faster you're going to be able to scan it. Once you have 200 units of discovery progress, it'll unlock one of these deposits, and the deposits are showing up like this. So that will allow you to just pick the deposits and go and extract from them. Now, I don't have a mining equipment on this rocket, so I can't do the other fancy things, but it is kind of nice. So it'll cycle through and do its thing. Rinse, repeat, back and forth, back and forth. That is our miner. I don't know what the difference between the drill heads are. I mean, I'm guessing an ice one is specifically for ice. And then I don't know if the high-speed one is just better. It uses steel and invar rather than steel and iron. Long term, I guess, is slower but has more durability. Durable is a general one. And then the mineral one can't mine ice. It can only mine general minerals. Make a high-speed mineral one, I guess. We are gonna need some umbilicals. We are gonna need some storage. We're gonna need a lot of canisters. Ooh, last deposit. Is the next one gonna be a lead one as well? I don't know. We'll see. 55% power. But yeah, our first kind of rocket doing its thing. Get that beautiful. That is a rocket miner. That is our mining gear. Let's do an umbilical. Gas chute and... Ooh, we need more gold. We need more gold. Gold is a rare resource we have not yet sorted out entirely. We could yeet out the things in the... different drill heads have different speeds, power use, ore yields, durabilities. Really based off what you want to mine. Yeah, I would presume the speedy boys are... Ooh, okay. Okay. It does say specifically on them. So let's make a couple of these. Let's make the long-term one. It does say on them once you actually manufacture them. That's nice. At least it's doing... Ooh. At least it's doing that bit. We're gonna bring... We don't need the volume pump. We don't need... Well, we are gonna need the chutes because the chutes are gonna give us other things now. We're gonna need a lot of iron. Let's see. Holy smoke. Okay. Yeah, so it's using a crap ton more power, but it is gaining a higher yield. What was that one? That was the long-term one. And then we do the regular mineral one. Yeah, so I figured the mineral and the mineral, like the high-speed mineral and the mineral one is only doing mineral. They have a higher yield on it, but they can't mine ice. So I'm presuming this guy that's going to be coming out now is going to have the same type of stats, but it's going to have a lot less power consumption and a lot less speed. Yeah, see, this feels a little bit broken. They got the same health, or at least it's in percentage health. And I don't know if 20% speed is worth 700% power increase. I don't know if that's I don't know if that I don't know if that's worth it. Shoot umbilical. And then power umbilical we need gold for and then we need gold for pumped gas engine. The Vicky has a really nice table layout of all the drill head specs. Let's grab this one. Let's head down the rocket hole after we have checked out the rocket and sent it on its course towards the next asteroid belt, because I believe we are done here. Yeah, look at that. So we got 3 silver deposits, 2 nickel deposits, 3 water. And that is 51%. So we're going to send you here. Set destination, go. And then we're gonna turn on that engine and we're gonna set throttle to like 75%. And that is fuel time 300 seconds, ETA 70 seconds. So that's we're still gonna have plenty of fuel to get back home. So we're gonna build a mining rocket. And that thing's gonna go into space and it's gonna get us resources. Now, Feldoma, interesting thing, as I was on 30s earlier and Glamour as well. Rocket ore stacks at twice the capacity as normal ore, which I did not know. Oh, yeah, we already have a chute umbilical, right? I forgot about that. But that's okay. We're gonna build more rockets anyway. So let's get our fuel mount on here. And then we are gonna do our A4 mount. And then we're gonna grab... We're gonna build a little bit of a bigger rocket this time. Fuselage is what it's called. The A4 and then A2, and then we're gonna do A1 and then a C5. So an A2. And then we're gonna do a A1. And then we're gonna have one more, and then the tip. Assuming we can fit that extra one. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We'll have a little bit of an extension upwards and then put the doors on there. Because this will be the big boy mining drill. E5, and then that is gonna have our rocket. So there we go. That's gonna be the whole thing. So we're gonna need a lot more fuel. We're gonna need a lot more power, but that's gonna be able to hold the capacity for the mining we want to be doing. Now I wonder if we want to put 2 miners on it, just so it's quicker. Because these guys are similar to the sensor. It's like, you know, it's just this device here. You hook up power to it, or the data and power network to it. And then it has the chute connection to the bottom, and that's where the resources are going. But we are gonna need a bunch more iron, or not iron, a bunch more gold. Because we are gonna need a lot of detailing in this thing. And that's pipes, some cables. That's gonna be fine. Yeah. Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. Now this rocket should have reached its destination. Yeah, look at that. It is at its destination. 3% power drained on its way here. So we're gonna do a short first. We're gonna turn on that scanner. We're gonna do the short first to discover the next location in line. And then we are gonna be starting to discover resources. Then hopefully I can get that gold rock quickly, because it would be nice to mine, you know, 20,000 gold in a couple of minutes. That'd be nice, right? Because unlike the spacefaring things, I'm gonna have to mine some gold myself here. Because we need gold, we need gold, we need gold. Get my tracking ship in there. There we go. We need gold, we need gold, we need gold. We've got most of the other stuff. We just need a bit more gold so we can actually make the components and cables and whatnot. And then and that should be good. And then we need to start building silos. We need to have, I don't know how much ore silos we want to be having. If we have like, I don't know, 2 silos, 3 silos, and just the intake of dirty mineral ore. Do 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 do. Down, down the deep. Also, we aren't having any audio on that. We have it on, but its volume was so low. No one would notice it. There we go. Let's get this gold node, and that should be enough gold. We should be fine after this. To be fair, there's a small part of me that's just like, explosives, yes? Let's skip mining. Let's just dig down to the deposit, pop down an explosive, and just go boom. Now that I know how the rockets work and how we can build them, just more batteries, and then slapping on a slightly bigger rocket and doing some ore harvesting in one go. Definitely something that I would do in the future. Is that all? Yeah. I mean, that should be enough. Need to find a good angle to dig myself out of here. There we are. There we go. There is where we're going. But yeah, overall, I hope everyone has had a fantastic weekend. It is drawing to its end. And as I mentioned, due to the fact that I am getting a new job, or getting an additional job, I should probably say, I am going to be starting to limit the streams to probably roughly 4 hours. Yeah, it's an additional job. I mean, technically, if we're counting Twitch, are we doing 3 jobs? No more daily 12-hour streams. Unfortunately, you know, it's still gonna require quite a larger audience for that to be possible, or for that to be sustainable, I should say. I would like to, but that's just not gonna happen at the moment. And until that happens, you know, we're just gonna have to make do. You know what I just remembered? I don't have any hydrogen outside of the stuff that I sent into the ice crushers down there, which is down to 11% because we're making fuel out of it. Let's pick this drill back up and let's go get some of this hydrogen that's just below us. And I forgot to... I didn't have my jetpack on, so I was flying. But yeah, no, so the unfortunately the daily 12-hour, 14-hour streams are gonna be put a little bit on hold. And that'll be more of a special occasion thing, I believe. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is somehow, you know, something has to pay the rent and something has to keep food on the table. But you know, stuff stabilize a little bit. We'll figure out what we can do in the future. It's gonna be fun. I got a lot of fun projects in the Pipeworks, and as I mentioned, I am also somehow in this gonna have some time to start looking at doing some YouTube stuff as well. So I'll be doing some tailored content that fits more into the realm of, like, you know, half-an-hour video snippets, whatnot. Probably doing some MIPS tutorial things and some other parts for Stationeers Relativity. And some other bits and pieces, so we'll see. I've had a lot of fun and headache trying to figure out some video editing and some image overlay things as well. So we're making progress in the whole, you know, creator space related content. But yeah, it'll probably be like 4-day streams and 4 hours per stream. And then the off days is gonna be putting content together for YouTube, doing some actual other work stuff. My current job is also still gonna need attention, and my new job is gonna need probably a lot of attention initially. So a lot of things is happening at the same time. and I will gonna try to have it as little affecting as possible on my overall general things, but it is gonna be impossible to have it completely unaffected, so hence cutting down the hours a little bit. Another dev job? No, it's actually back to roots, if you will. Some physical handyman slash construction, whatnot, gardening, a little bit of everything, just to kind of fill out the hours. Fill out the hours and fill out the paycheck. So it'll be, you know, a mixture of a bit of gardening, a bit of house construction, plumbing, and whatever else it might be. Since while I am working at the moment as currently pulled down to part-time because of current state of things, but working as game dev. But prior to this, I have worked in actual, you know, regular road construction, heavy machinery operation, excavators, wheel loaders, bit of everything. Both on housing construction sites, but also, you know, building new roads and all the fun stuff surrounding that as well. See, there was some gold left, but not a lot of it. That is our engine, and then we're gonna need a whole bunch of rocket batteries. Which reminds me, check our rockets, we don't run out of power. Running out of power in the base is a bad thing. Running out of power in the rocket is a devastating thing. 40% power. Yeah, we should be fine. So let's do some discovery here. Ooh, they're actually pretty cheap. Ooh. What do we have here? We got peering. Volatile vapor and oxygen vapor. Well, will you look at fucking that? That is not bad. But that's vapor, right? That doesn't come out as ice. That comes out as like liquid. Or how does that work? Do I put a vacuum machine on it? We got the moon here. It's like location information. Like it's got deposits, right? And then we check map, and then we check Titan. And then that thing has ice. It's got NOS ice. Which is kind of funny. And then we got cobalt, of course, but it's specifying ice. So how the hell do I harvest vapor? We just go there and go. Gas pumps? Is there an actual like rocket gas pump thing? Like, hey, look at that. Engine is done. That's a rocket miner. It's like there's nothing to harvest the gas with. Right? Let's do a bunch of batteries. Hey, look at that iron. So once you have a thingy, that has a mining operation on it, you can click on the specific resource node and you can scan it and then, you know, pull it through, and then that'll give a composition of what it's actually containing, how much it is, size, density, and whatnot, and how quickly you can get resources of it. As this can be, you know, a good mining boost, an insane mining boost, and the general yield of it. But the nice thing with the space ore is the fact that it stacks in twice as much. So it stacks in 100, resulting in a single silo can have 600,000 ore of any particular resource, which is insane. Or like 60,000. Sorry, my bad. 60,000. But it's still like it's crazy. Like imagine a rocket coming back home and it carries 60,000 gold. That's gonna keep you going for a while. Now, I don't know what it would take to actually land a rocket with that quantity of cargo. But it gives an example on how much. Because that then specifies, ooh, so iron, silicon, copper. That's actually pretty good. We just need that gold. We just need a gold rock. Just a gold rock. Thank you. Just keeping an eye on the battery level while it's scanning. Now the good thing is we only need 100 discovery. Or 100 discovery for us to actually pop another resource deposit. So it's four attempts. And yes, our electrum ran out because I wasn't paying attention and we made a crap ton of batteries. No regrets. Maybe some, but you know, not a whole lot of them. As long as it didn't shoot some into orbit, we're fine. We're fine. We'll make some more. With the gold we don't have. But, you know, we'll make some more. Damn it, another silicon rock. I just want to get that gold rock, and then we can put this rocket into kind of power saving mode, fly it to Mimas orbit, keep it in Mimas orbit until we've built the ore rocket, launched that, and then we can land the satellite rocket. And then we'll figure out fuel, because we are going to need to mine a whole bunch of volatiles. Because I'm gonna need fuel. Come on, one more. Gimme that. No, give me the gold. Let's do it. Can we do gold? Please. Pretty please. Some gold. Some. Just. Yes. Look at that. Gold rocks. Thank you. With that, we are going to go idle. And we are gonna take this rocket, and we are gonna set Mimas as our destination. That is, put the throttle to 50%, and then we are just gonna head over there. As we get 70 seconds, we get 5 minutes worth of fuel. And that's gonna land us, and that's gonna be good. I'm gonna just leave it in orbit here. We can turn the rocket scanner off. Then that'll keep our battery alive for a lot longer. And at least an 8.11 kilonewton of thrust required. So if we put the thrust, if we put the engine at like 80% throttle on our descent, we should be fine at stopping at 25 kilometers. And that'll allow us to land and get back into orbit. And then we can see how much durability damage that scanner head has taken as well. Just to give us a bit of an inclination, and then we're probably gonna rebuild that rocket a bit. Just to add a bit more battery power and add a bunch more scanners, so we can do faster scanning at a lower fuel cost. Cargo storage. So that's our engine, that's our miner. Probably do another miner. And then we do regular minerals. And then we're gonna need a whole bunch of chutes. I promise. It's a mining rocket. It is not an ICBM to invade Denmark with. That's the power umbilical that's going to be coming out here. We're going to do the same thing again. We're going to do... Actually, since that is going to be coming here, do I want to put the power upwards? And then put the drills up here? Okay, this is gonna take some thinking. Do I wanna rip this piece here, get another rocket building up here, and then move the power supply? Or do I want to move the power supply downwards and then we rebuild all the other stuff on the other rocket? So we do fuel and then power and then we do all the rest of the parts. That could work. But... yeah, we do... Did we have the power No, we did not have the power umbilical built because we were lacking gold. Now we have gold. Now we can build it. So I can actually have a starting point. Let's see, umbilical power. Go, 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 go. And then we need... we have a chute umbilical. Rocket storage, rocket circuit housing. We had data link, right? Do we want another miner? We are gonna need the transformer, so we are gonna need some more of it, but this will allow us to build some parts of it. Feels like... yeah, I know I closed the door, but it feels like I didn't close the door. So I'm gonna have to check if I actually closed it entirely. Give me a second. There we go. We are back. We are back. There we are. So, rocket building. Let's get some freaking mining going. Let's get automated resources. That is the focus today. Not so sure on automation on the actual harvesting of resources, since it is costly. But we are gonna try to figure out some harvesting. We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. So let's see here. Rocket miner, we can put you away. We don't need you right now. We need batteries. We need the power umbilical. Then we need the heavy cables. And then we're gonna figure out where a transformer is gonna be going. And then we're gonna do the avionics. So let's figure shit out. Now we only need the avionics. We don't need the celestial scanner because we don't need to be scanning for things. So that should be good, right? So let's get the umbilical here. You are going in here, right? Yeah. We put you there. And that'll just target it and it'll go left. And then we do the transformer. We'll put the transformer upwards and then we'll pull a cable straight down after we latched on. Let's latch on this one. And let's rotate it around because last time we forgot to do that, but it is rotatable, so you have the gas ports, the power port in the right place, which I want to have in the back. I don't want to daisy change these. I want to have them separate. That's going to be the input. So there we go. So that's going to be our power. So we'll have the transformer go up. Because that's going to go into the transformer. And then the transformer is going to push the power forward. Which is going to be going here. So that'll be our kind of power circle jerk here. There we go. That'll be our power input. And then we're going to color this cable and we're going to have another cable on the power on the inside. But essentially this is the power that goes from the transformer into the batteries. And then we're going to have another cable that connects to batteries. And that's going to be all the logic stuff, and that's going to go straight through the rocket. So that'll go straight down here. And it'll line up with that thing. So we'll put the avionics and whatever else we might need up here. So that like the circuitry and anything flight data related. And then anything that's going to be below these batteries are going to be just pure cargo, storage, and fuel. And then we'll figure things out. We should have a... That thing's going to go up there. We should have the gas umbilical here as well. Thank you. And the gas setup is going to be looking pretty much like the other one as well. So that's going to be... Since we know that we can do some shady shit with the pipes and the settings for that, we don't need to be as picky. We can put this here as well. And then we can put tanks. And then just tanks. And a whole bunch of tanks. And it's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. This thing I wanted to place up there. Since you are going up there. Yeah. That'll be fine. That'll be hooked up there. And then we got the avionics. We got pipes we want to be adding. Let's do avionics. Oh, that's another unit of rocket battery. We're gonna need the rocket link for the telemetry. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot more to it. Just need the avionics for the flight data. That'll be hooked up there. And then we just need the data link, which is going to be here. Then we'll have the data cable going up here. And then we'll figure out how to sneak by the cable all the way down to the bottom. And that's fine. Put that there. And then we'll figure out the chutes and whatever else. Oh, yeah, I did make another miner. We just need to have a gazillion storage units. That's gonna be our miner. Gonna be our miner. And then we do chutes. Chutes. We've got some extra batteries in case we need them. That's our cargo, and then there's some drill heads. I think we're gonna do... We're gonna wait with putting down the cargo storage until we put down the fuel tanks. Now, I don't know how much fuel I should be bringing. Because I don't want to have too little fuel. Especially if I need to run the engines on full power on re-entry. But at the same time, I don't want to have a whole crap ton of tanks. So we're bringing a bunch of extra weight for no reason. Yeah, I don't need more than that. I already made a long-term one. I don't need another one. Do I want to put an ice drill on it? Maybe. Let's make a durable one, see what that gives us stat-wise. Tanks. Oh, we got 255 electrum in here. Okay, we're good on we're good. We want insulated utility. We're good on electrum. We've got some. We don't need to worry. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Never thought I'd have this much use for the insulated pipe utility gas. But because of the fuel tanks in space is not insulated, that means they are continuously being exerted on the coldness and vacuum of space, which means they are freezing. And if you're careless, things solidify and then they go boom. Okay, so your butt end wasn't So it carries slightly slower, but it uses twice as much power, but it does have a whole crap ton more durability. I mean, the long-term drills are nice. That's partially because they have so much health. And I don't know how much durability it's draining per mining run to run it, so... There is that can be a bit of a nuisance. But we're just gonna stick 2 drills on it. Do 2 mining drills. Ah, look at that. Then we're gonna grab that electrum. And that is gonna make us a transformer. And then we're gonna drop some paint on the wire. We can have separation of the paint. I need a name for the rocket. I need the name for the rocket, so it might be Atreus that gets this rocket. Come on, little drilly. Come on, little drilly. Ah, look at that transformer. Is there anything else I'm missing for this rocket now? We got batteries. We got the engine. We're gonna need to bring a steel sheet stack. We've got power. We've got gas. We're gonna need more chutes. We're gonna need a lot more chutes. We got the avionics. We got the electronic parts. Yeah. No, I think we're just... I think we're pretty good. We're just missing a gazillion chutes. And then we're gonna let this guy do a mining run and see where we get. And then we need to sort out our filtration, our storage. That's why I'm thinking of just letting this make a whole crap ton of chutes. Because we're gonna need some gas centrifuges. We're gonna need pipes to run the gases over to the centrifuges. We need to mix. We also need to manufacture some nitrous oxide. Yeah, it's gonna be all the chutes. It's gonna be so much fucking chutes. We're gonna be tired of chutes by the end of this. It's gonna be more chutes. That's chutes, not Schultz. Holy shoot. That is indeed the case. So, the transformer is going to be going here. How the hell is that? Setting data-wise connected on... I am so confused over the connection ports on this thing. Like, we got the output, right? And we got the input, and then it was showing a connection to this side as well, which is freaking weird. Yeah. I just needed to make sure that this was the output. Okay, so that is that. We're gonna need a whole bunch of more parts, but you know, we'll sort that out. That is gonna be necessary. That is gonna be necessary, and we're gonna need some insulated pipes. Now the good thing is, it doesn't require a lot of pipes. Also, I did mention I needed to bring a whole stack of steel sheets. Did I bring a whole stack of steel sheets? No, I did not, sirree. Surely that would have been an important part of this process to get things welded up and good to go. Yes, it would, but we opted not to. But at least they can do that, so we can, you know, seal that up. Get that in there, get that in. And here we are just gonna do... We're just gonna do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. There we go. So that is all of our fuel supply connected up down there. And then we can just grab our utility pipes and we can just slap these guys on. And that allows us to do all of that things. And we hook you up, and we hook you up. There we go. So that is our fuel supply hooked up. And then we're gonna pull a wire straight through here and hook up all of the data. In case we need to move the wire, we move the wire, but I want to just get it sorted out to its position up here. And this is when we start to add in all the power to the devices. And here, I know we're gonna have it in the middle, because we need to get the data up from all of these things. So we do cable port, and then cable port, and then hook that up there. There we go. So that is all of the electronical devices connected to there, and then we just run this through the middle. Bam. That is that one hooked up, and then we're gonna have a bunch of more things here. That one needs power, that one needs power, that one needs power. And that one needs power, that one needs power. And that is gonna be hooked up. There we go. So that is all of the power and all of the electronics hooked up to all of the devices that needs them. The power input is there. Maximum power into the transformer, which means the maximum power that can be drawn from the transformer is limited by the transformer, i.e. 5 kilowatts. That's what's charging the batteries. And then on the battery output into the rocket's general surfaces, we just need to make sure that we cannot exceed 5 kilowatts on the total power consumption inside the rocket. There we go. That thing is hooked up. That's pretty neat. Now we just need to fill this with storages and figure out the connections between them and set up the actual minor devices themselves and figure out how we want to be doing this, because this can't work. You have to have them standing. Which might lead us to move this umbilical along the entire path here. Like, we could move it just below the power. That could be a potential.
Hunger critical.
If we put you there, right? That's going to be the connections in the back. It has a large storage version. Okay. We are
Hydration critical.
now she's complaining a lot again. Okay, so this bad boy had a large version. We are definitely using the large one. Like, look at that thing. Holy smokes. Okay. And then we do the drill here, push that downward. put the drills? Where do we put the drills? Oh, you son of a gun. You can't be placed adjacent to it? Okay. Well, that puts a little damper on that. Okay, so that's not in the middle, but it is almost in the middle. How big are the drills? This is where we get to reorganize and redraw a lot of the designs we had in our idea, because we want to fit all the things. So, if we want to do this, so these guys are gonna need to be... Right, so we want that, and I would like to fit a large one, but maybe I need to shift up... I might need to shift up the batteries a bit more. Or maybe I skip the lower batteries and just go for top batteries. I mean, 6 batteries should be enough to run this thing. Because that thing needs a connection down there. That one needs a connection down there. I would like to fit a medium cargo. Like, how much can I fit in here? That's 100 stacks. How much can I fit in the small one? 50. Okay. We're gonna have to resupply food and water, but... Okay, so... I mean, technically speaking... We don't necessarily need... That's 100 units. Will it actually stack? Do I need to put a stacker in there to get it to squeeze things together? I'm presuming that the storage devices on the spaceship stacks on its own. Otherwise, it would be kind of ridiculous. That's my presumption. That is my presumption, and I'm going with it. So, 4 units of cargo pods is way too much. That's 400 stacks. I think the rocket is going to be weighing the same amount as Mimas. So, where the hell do we fit in? Do I just shift? And I could shift a pair of the batteries upwards, right? those are the drills. Well, that's gonna be... I mean... Okay, so what if we do that, right? That's a pretty beefy storage for it. And then we do the chute umbilical, and that's gonna be the straight version, and then we do this. That's not bad. That can connect up there. It'll connect the power here. And then we'll connect these guys up there. And then if we wanted, we could actually move this power cable over on this side, run it down there, and we could fit in another storage unit here. Yeah. Yeah, because we could run it there, we could run that there, and then up there, and then that would be refilling. That would be filling up that as well, and then it would output in there. Yes, yeah. Let's get these components up, and let's get everything hooked up with chutes. And then that's gonna be the harvest rocket here. That's a lot of cable coils. That's gonna be a lot of... That's 4 per... That's gonna be a lot of batteries. We'll put a junction there.
Critical.
There we go. So that's our miners up to our storage. And then that is our storage hooked up to that one. And then that is essentially it. Okay. So now we have, I think we have a grasp on this. So in case we need it, we should be fine. Like I said, we're gonna need a gazillion chutes down here. We're gonna need to refill our jetpack fuel as well. Look at that. Jetpack fuel, oxygen, waste tank. Don't need power right now. Look at all of these chutes. Delicious. Infinite amount of chutes. That is absolutely gorgeous. Now we are basically out of iron. But we do have chutes. You know? You pick your fights. I picked chutes. And then we're gonna need... What did I say we were gonna need? We were gonna need a whole crap ton of parts. We're just gonna need more iron, which we do not have. So we're gonna have to figure that one out. Do we skimp out on some batteries? We could cheap out on some batteries. Just not build them, or, you know, rip them off and not have to worry about them. So this'll be our chute line. It's a bit like, did I build too many chutes? Yeah, maybe. And then I look at the distance we need to cover with the chutes and go, no, we didn't build it. We didn't build enough. Because 100 chutes is gonna vanish in the distance. Now we're gonna have to pull things around a little bit. But I mean, we are... Because this thing needs to be... This is gonna be an elevator or whichever, whatever. So those chutes are gonna need to go around, but that's gonna be a problem when we start properly building this base up, once we have resources. And as you can probably tell, the chutes are vanishing. Who could have guessed, right? Kind of terrifying, really. That's not where I wanted to put the chute, but that's where the chute went. That's a little. That's a chute too far. That is where we are angling inwards. Ooh, the insulated pipe is in the way. God damn it. Well, you can be in the way then. Because I'm just gonna place these chutes until I'm happy. Almost. So this is gonna go there. We'll figure whatever else out. It's not bad, not bad. We got the chutes most of the way. Now we just need them to get down there. Actually, we can do that there. We can just do this. Uh, mhm. There we go, and then that'll connect into that one. We're gonna need to drill away some pieces here, but yeah. And then we're gonna grab some power cables. We are gonna hook you up. And we're gonna connect you there. And that's our chute connection. And then this is the ship that's in the command center is gonna need to also take into account the new chute umbilical. And that's gonna need to deal with things like automatic offloading and loading, and do like green light checks for rocket on the platform. And then if the rocket on the platform is fueled, if it's ready, and whichever, whatever. But yeah, so that's the chutes a good way on the way. Now we are gonna need to do a little bit more mining because we need some iron. Don't think we have any of that here. We got a little bit, but that's nowhere near enough. We're gonna need some more gold because we need a whole crap ton of electronical parts. We need gold, iron, copper at roughly equal amounts. So that is what we are doing next. Putting them on. I know. It's a little bit sad. But what choices do we have? We need resources. We do not yet have the capacity to do what we want with the resources we want them in. So we are gonna go down, and first off, we're gonna jump down here. We're gonna turn on the elevator so we can get back up. We could mine that out, but I don't want to mine like an idiot around here where we're building. Mining so I can have my rocket mining. Yeah. I'm mining now so we don't have to mine later. At least we did the quality of life with adding some chutes here. So this can take a bit more while in one go. There we go. So let's head out. And these guys are still generating quite a significant amount of power, which is nice. We are going to walk a little bit away from the base. Since I don't want to accidentally run into the problem of having to replaster all the crap around the base because I mined it all out. This is where we start. We're gonna start off with mining some volatiles. Just resupplying a little bit. I am looking forward to that mining on asteroids. Or on in space in general. Yeah, so I saw some sneak peeks on one of the streams I was on earlier today, and oh boy, did that thing freaking mine! Like, I was thinking it was gonna be, you know, it was gonna do a moderate chunk and it's gonna sit there out for a while. And I saw that fucking thing mine like 100 units per tick. That shit was insane. Yeah, I don't know. It was just doing freaking ham. And if the rocket is stacking ore properly in the storage, that means that that rocket can bring back like 10,000 ore in one go. Yeah, you'll need auto sorters for all the ore. That's where the chutes was coming in. So you noticed how I was building a long ass chute line. That chute line is going to go into our sorting system. So that the direction there that I was pulling them into is where we're going to be building the silos. Because yeah, all ore that you mine in space is going to be coming down as dirty ore. Similar to as if you're using a deep miner. So you're still going to need to chug them through a centrifuge. But the difference is that with the space ore, you get the ore that you're mining. You don't get a whole bunch of other percentages across the board. Since you can direct mine, which is the real big benefit outside of the fact that you got twice the size stacks on space ore. I mean, at least that's what I'm presuming these guys are going to come down as. But on the other hand, like the ice that you mine is not going to be coming down as dirty ore. Because that's going to be coming down as this specific type of ice stack, right? Otherwise, it'd be kind of weird. You put it in a centrifuge that's running like 1,000 degrees, and out comes ice. That would just be weird. So I'm assuming that it's gonna come out as a specific type, but then is the minerals also gonna be doing that? Hey Atreus, how are you doing? Hope you are doing fantastic at the wrap up of this weekend. You're just coming into my I need materials. I need a slightly bit more materials before we can start harvesting resources in space. Feels like you've been hit by a bus. Ooh, that's not great. Are you having sore muscle aches or just general chronic pain? Either way, not great. But at least one is one can be mitigated with whichever. Yeah, you're a chronic pain person. Yeah, my back is not the greatest after all of the freaking things, and my hand stability is also not the greatest with all of the general industrial work vibration damage from drilling. Having a flare up. Ooh, that's not nice. I hope you do better. And I hope you enjoy the show, because we are working our way towards some automation. We got our... ooh, yeah, that sucks. That I will have to say that it does really hurt when you want to do something that you really enjoyed, and then suddenly, you know, your body's just preventing you from doing that thing. Getting better at the coding, but man, it seems like I'm always grasping further than I control. Well, that's how you learn, though, and I think that's a great sign of you learning, and you're getting a wider understanding on how it works, because the more you start to learn, the more you start to understand of how much you can do with it, and the more you try to do. So I think it's a good cycle of progression in learning. And I saw you'd posted a snippet for filtration one, and I'll take a look at it. And it's like I say, if you're not trying it and if you're not doing it, you're not gonna learn it. That's just the way it is. But if you are trying it and you are giving it your best, you are definitely learning something in the process. Even if you're not thinking that you are most likely doing that anyway. Well, we can actually do, we can do a little sneaky, MIPS off thing here, but I am running a little bit on limited time, so I'll take a gander on it after the stream and post in that, reply in the post for you. Let's see here. Where the hell are we going back? There we are. But yeah, as I said earlier, I am starting to do some normal on-site job stuff as well. So I've got the game design and programming thing is running on 20% right now. So I needed something to fill out my hours with, so I got another full-time job thing that I'll be starting to work this week, and with that also means I can't stream for 12 hours. So I will be cutting back a little bit on my streaming hours and streaming days, so I'll cycle it around a little bit for the time being. So we are gonna limit it down to 4 hours, and then I'll probably do 4 hours a week, just so we can get a little bit of a balance going. And then once we get that sorted out, we can figure out what we want to be doing. That temperature's fine. Let's push out that gas out of the pipe. Yeah, that's good. Tell them they need a DLC. What, in terms of getting more money to pay me more? I think we want to move out of early access first before that. That is good. That is good. Let's do the iron first. And then I have a little bit of a. Oh yeah, no, Eco is still in early access. It's not 1.0 yet. So there's a couple of things that's still pending to do. One, we got our cozy update that we're working on, which has a crap ton of polish and some other stuff. And then after the cozy update, we are looking at least one more update, which is yeah, we'll see which part of it is, but one of the big things that we are going to be working on and going to be coming is animal husbandry and some general, just a lot of polish. since while content-wise, there's plenty to do. But there's just so much general game polish and ambient stuff that's needing to get done and needing to get in, which will make it feel like a very different game in terms of completion state. Part of that is going to be coming in the Cozy update. So things like, you know, different sounds when you're moving in different biomes, more kind of diverse sound effects when you're, you know, brushing against a tree versus walking in a plain grass fields and whatever else. Like a lot of these very, very, from the offset, minor details, but they have a significant effect. Oh, that is freaking crazy. That is super appreciated. Thank you very, very much for the bits. And talked about it at the beginning of the stream. Since I redid the whole OBS setup, the sound effects from the Twitch alerts I somehow broke this morning or during the day here, so I need to fix them up again, which is why no audio cue was happening. And apparently the resolution for them was also kind of wonky. But yes, thank you very much. It is very appreciated. So let's get the copper in there. Get some gold in there, and then we get the iron chucked in, and we are good to make a whole bunch of parts. And then we'll see what happens. Oh, you had audio? So it works on the stream side. But I didn't hear the audio feedback on my end. So I'm thinking if I somehow manage to mute freaking Firefox or something. But it's good to know that it's working. It be working for you. Oh no. Okay. Let's get some volatiles in there. And then we do some oxide. And then we do boil that back up so we can get the temperature going. Thank you very much for the gold. There we go. Woo! Okay. Might be the way you have the monitor. Yeah, I had audio previously. And right now I'm multitasking a little bit. I'm doing some Stationeer stuff. I am got some delicious grilled cheese sandwich just delivered to me. Yeah, so that pushed our gases up a little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna snack down on the sandwich here. We're gonna test something out. We're gonna do this, and then we are gonna do this, and then there you go. So the shortcuts and everything are working again, but audio stuff and the timer isn't properly working. I need to figure out the JavaScript for that one. But yeah, I'm just gonna grab a little bit of a bite, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. So be right back. There we go. See how things are working out. Got a little bit delayed. The cat decided to sneak into freaking storage. There we are. I'm gonna push on the camera here in a little bit, but oh. Get some bread cooked up. Right. Let's see here. Where did the OBS go? Where did that thing go? There we go. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's sorted out. That's sorted out. And then we have cat visitor here. The cat's gonna be laying down a little bit. Reasonable. Yes, yes, she is. She'll help bash the keyboard with her tail. That's her main prerogative here. Right, so that's sorted out. That's refilled. We do want to get hygiene up. We do want to get the freaking shower up eventually here. That is some boxes with electronical parts. We're gonna need a whole bunch of cables as well, because it's gonna be... It was a ridiculous amount of cable in those. But that should have us done with most of those things. Now we just need some steel sheets down there, and that should be all we need to kind of wrap up and finish off building the rockets. Let's have a look at how much panic we have to get this rocket back home. 18% battery. It is slowly but surely depleting, so I need to get this rocket. Either I need to slap down a quick solution with a rocket pad temporarily, or I need to dig out the other rocket silo quickly so we can land the other one. I think I might not have enough fuel to load this one up to like the percentage I need. We'll see. We're in a bit of a rush either way. Let's see here. Cable. Let's do cables. I was about to ask how goes the rocketry, but panic and overlap seems to be the answer. Yeah. It's more about using the same rocket silo for both the rockets right now. So, right now I have one rocket that's in orbit it's got fuel. It just don't have enough battery for much longer. That is the batteries hooked up. Now we just need to wire up the electronics, and then it's the cable coils. No. Back in my inventory. Thank you. There we go. That is hooked up. That thing is hooked up. That thing is done. That thing is done. I just need a little bit of cable. So now you're over-engineering the batteries on this one. Yes. Well, my thinking is, seeing how much battery drain we get on our new endeavors. And I forgot to bring the damn drill head as well. Yes, it's a little bit of a gauge. So the fuel count on the other rocket was fine. So if I fill this rocket up to 30 MPa, I'm good on fuel. Now I just need to figure out how much power I need to actually sustainably drill and run the miners. So I've got I have 2 miners right now, but I can align the cable in such a way that I can add in another one if I wanted to. So I'm just figuring out, you know, how we can deal with the different things. So that's wired up. That thing is wired up. That thing is hooked up. I got enough space for another storage unit as well, but I don't think I'll need it. We've got the power use cranked up on the transformer. That thing is good. All the power is connected. All the devices are connected. And because I don't need tracker, I don't have a scanner on it. I think I'm good. I think now we just need to weld this up. Because that thing is going, that thing is sorted out, that thing is hooked up there. So that is all good there. Now I just need to get that other drill bit. Yeah, we just need to get that drill bit and slap that on there, and then we can extend. We can actually do that right away. Let's get these things charged up. Do you not wanna? Oh yeah, because they're reading the dial from the command center. Here we go. It's currently down on like 30% battery on the other ship. We still have some time, but we don't want to be running out of power when we're descending because it's going to increase the power usage as we are burning through more fuel. So I'm hoping I'm good. Where did I put... Did I make a new drill? I made a new drill, right? Did I not make a new drill? I'm pretty sure I made a new drill. But I don't know where it went. That doesn't work. Anyone knows that. Where the hell did the other drill head go? As long as they have the mass budget. It should be fine on fuel and like the other rocket is lightweight. That's fine. It's the 17% batteries that's having me panicking right now. Let's connect these up, and that's gonna be the umbilicals connected. And then we are gonna be... I need to check where the hell that drill head went. You know what? Let's just bring... Let's just bring this boy, just in case. Because worst case, we're on a 17% power chase to dig out a whole other freaking silo. Yeah, no, I have no idea where that drill head went, so we are just... Oh, there it is. I found the drill head. Don't worry, folks. We found it. We found it. It was never lost. It was just temporarily placed here, so I knew where it was for later. That's what it was. Right, don't panic. Don't panic. But we got 6 fuel tanks. That should give us a bit more fuel than we have on the current scanning rocket. And that should have our drills hooked up. And we've got the output ports connected to the input on the storage device. The storage is on. It is connected through a junction into the umbilical for the chutes. We don't have the umbilical connected yet, but, you know, we're getting there. That section is done. That section is done. We've got the batteries are all done. They're hooked up. That thing was not completely constructed yet. Now that thing is done. And the logic rocket downlink is connected. We are gonna rename that as well. There we go. That is sorted out. And I'm hoping I don't have anything forgotten. You got the transformer is on, power is on. That should be our rocket ready to go. As soon as it's fueled and ready. And as you can see, it's a little bit bigger than the other one. It's got 4 sections rather than 2 sections, so I'm hoping we are still good on mass. I'm hoping it's not gonna freaking crash and burn when it comes back on re-entry. Right, if I've forgotten anything, I'll remember it 2 seconds after I hit the launch button. Yeah, that is very true. So, for the logic uplink now, if I switch out to the other rocket, I'll just be able to access the new one, right? It's not like this rocket is lost, it's just not currently connected to it. Yeah, so this thing is like a ton more in weight. Yeah, so this thing needs re-entry at least medium now when it's not loaded. Okay, so total payload mass, that is the total mass of the cargo. So we should be good. I just need to actually have it, you know, charge. And then the goal is to send it up to the A-rings. And then head over to the gold rocks and then start mining some gold and iron. And then we'll figure things out. Okay, so that's gonna take a while for it to charge. That's gonna be fun. It was 17%. So I think if we hit 50% with this, we're probably fine on launching. rocket launch rockets. So we want to have a launch mount. Let's just start making another launch mount. And let's start drilling up a new silo. Because I have a feeling we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that before we're done with the freaking thing. We're gonna be a little bit strategic here. Do 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 do. Then we're gonna grab our frames so we can gauge how much of this we're gonna need to do. Because we basically need to be drilling out one. Let's do the 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4. Well, I figured I was gonna run into giant holes here somewhere. That is gonna be... That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the gap. Yeah, because we're gonna need to cover up all of these giant freaking hits of doom that we're running into here. So from that, we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So this is where we are going into the new rocket silo. Which is obviously going to need some reparation work because we can't have it as a giant hole / doom stack as it is. And then we're going to figure out how many tiles forward we need to be working with from this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 tiles forward. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is the last tile. That also means 1, 2. So this... Yeah. We're looking at that, right? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right at all. How many tiles, including the back tile, is it until you actually have the placement of it? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 tiles for the first base plate. The 7 with the hallway. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that is where the silo is happening. And then it is just an easy configuration of dig downwards until we can dig downward no more. Place down that steel frame. And then this is where the rocket thing is going. And then it is revealing these frames. in all of their glory. And we're gonna grab the angle grinder and we're gonna get rid of all of these weird frames that we've placed all over the place. Because I have a feeling we're not gonna get fuel slash power to the first one fast enough before it actually legitimately runs into the risk of running out of power. So I'm thinking just very, very quickly, dirtily, just mining our way and getting a new silo up. Even if we don't have the support structure for the silo yet. We'll worry about the other bits once we have that's a little bit more than I wanted to dig out, but oh well. It is what it is. We'll fix that out later. We'll buff it right out. There we go. So that is the freaking launch thing. Nej. Nej, tänk inte ens tanken. Here we go. All of that is sorted out. And then this is the rocket. The rocket gas accumulation layer. There we go. Bam. Okay. That is sorted out. Now we just need to fetch the damn thing and we need to make sure that we have the parts needed to actually assemble it. And then we can just call down the other rocket and then we'll deal with the repercussions of it after that. And that'll be our first rocket that's actually returning here, so that is also gonna be nice. And I believe it's just steel sheets, right? Did you not finish the thingy? I know I put you to make a rocket thingy. Did it run out of power? I know I put you to making a launch, a freaking launch mount. Where the hell did the launch mount go? Did it yeet it? Doesn't make any sense. 45% on the battery. Do I even want to know? 14%. We're still pretty good. I don't even know. It was supposed to make one, but it hasn't consumed the resources for it, so I'm guessing it flickered.
Hunger caution.
It flickered the power, which then caused issues. So, you know, do that. Get into the hab. Refill our food. You don't need to be on. So as a summary, we've had our sensor rocket up in orbit for a while. We have gone and discovered a whole bunch of different places we can go to. We can harvest things. So our first goal is going to be harvesting more general minerals and getting automation for ore processing and smelting up on the base, which is going to be an essential part of this because, well, utilizing electrical centrifuges on a planet / an asteroid where we have extremely limited power production at the moment, which is sitting at 9.14 kilowatts, fluctuating. Since we don't have solar, and there's no atmosphere, meaning we don't have wind, any power we want to have, we need to spend resources in generating. So the launch mount is happening. We got some resources in this that we could utilize. How are we looking on gases now? Hydrogen's gonna be non-existent, essentially, yeah. Oxygen's depleting pretty quickly as well because of the rocket fuel. Which just tells me I need a bigger greenhouse. Barely getting any water either. And I'm guessing that's because the cooling system here is being a bit less than optimal. Yeah, you're sitting at 44. Hey, the liquid is starting to come up. Once we get up to 100 liters or something, it'll be pretty nice. As you can see, the heat exchange rate is 38 kilojoules. Pretty neat. It is staying pretty stable. It worked better than I expected. The only issue is the actual cooling of it, because it gets a little toasty. Output that gas. Ooh, that was a lot of juicy pollutants in there. Yeah, just gonna let that sit and empty out. We're gonna get our little rocket mount here. Let's get a launch mount. What do we need to build it? We need steel sheets, and we are good. So let's head over and actually use the tunnel, because otherwise I'm not gonna know which freaking hole in the ground it is that we need to go to. But in essence, we have all the asteroid bits discovered that we need. to keep harvesting minerals pretty significantly. We got our cobalt discovered, we got our iron, we got our gold, silicon, and whatnot. So we should be pretty good. So that's destination code 4112. Let's rename this to Silo 2. Do I need to write that up somewhere? Is it gonna bite me in the ass here? Let's grab our notepad just for the sake of it. And let's do our desk. We wanna just grab all of that there. Get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. And then we do destination road. There we go. I'm presuming I'm gonna be able to see the name of the silo. But at the same time, I'm also very unsure of that, so we are gonna do the same thing. There we go. So now I should be able to take that first rocket and target it to our second silo. And then we'll worry about the power supply, the fuel supply, and whatever else to that silo later on. As long as we have it landing and not falling out of the sky or just lose, you know. We just don't want to lose it in space. Hell, if it crashes and burns and explodes on impact here, that's fine, but... So, ENG, we are just gonna grab the... Hey, look at that! We've got our silo too. So we can see the silos, we can see the destinations here. Grab that second silo. Set that as destination. We've got that sorted out. We'll put the throttle to 75. And we're gonna send you home. That has us with 14 kilonewtons worth of thrust, which should be plenty enough for when this thing comes in. So 20 seconds, we should have it descending. Or descend the rest. Was it adjusting the throttle? Yeah, it is adjusting the throttle. Yeah, we should have that. We should have that bad boy coming in here soon. Watch how it just explodes on our heads. 17 kilometers. No boom, please. I mean, I'm presuming it'll work on automation, right? Or do we need to like super pre-program some fucking Falcon 9 auto-adjust landing things somewhere? Impact velocity. I don't know if I like that impact velocity. Why is it saying impact velocity? I mean, we got plenty of fuel for the re-entry. Okay, here we go. Now, no, it started to properly braking now. Ground velocity is slowing down. Okay, so you know, it was just causing a little bit of a fret. Okay, so we're good. We're good. $12 kilometers still. But it is smart enough to know and figure out the whichever else, but it is gonna take a while for it to actually land, so going in for land sequence with less than 20% power is a little bit of a rough patch. At least when you only have like one battery on it. But since our landing thrust requirements for 1200 kilos is sitting on like 8% throttle, we should be fine on the other one. Hey, 9 kilometers. Oh boy. Hey, Mason. How are you doing? Rate of 1. Just think it's me. Well, you are coming in at a pretty interesting time because we have a rocket on descent back to the planet. And I'm hoping that the altitude will beat the battery remaining. Which I think we should be fine. We've got plenty of fuel. We got battery coming in. And yeah. Looking pretty good. I don't know why, and I don't know how, but we are gonna need to figure out the freaking bots as well. Oh yeah, you were playing Risk of Rain. How did that go? I just kind of hopped in and lurked for a few minutes, and then I needed to hop out. Rocket? 6 kilometers still. That's another 5 minutes. I don't like the time it takes to descend with the time, the remaining battery we have. Ah, yeah, you were in, yeah. Played a variety of things, but all of them were fun. That is nice. Yeah, I don't like this power consumption at all. This is slightly terrifying. But we're down on 3,500 meters soon. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh. Right, we can put the camera on now as well. Two kilometers. 3 minutes left. Is the sun gonna manage to get away before we get that entry? Maybe? 1700? So, we're gonna need... Both of those are charging up, right? And the fuel on the other rocket should be fine by now. We're gonna need to do some more mining. We're gonna need to do some more infrastructure setup. And then we're gonna send out the other mining rocket. But what do we mine with it? Do we just go ham on iron? Oh boy. And or do we where is that thing? I just wanna I just wanna make sure that it's landing 600 meters away. 5%. Yeah, so we were cutting it damn close with the power. There it is. There it is. There it is. It's landing. It's landing. That's a blinking little star that's more blinking than all of the other ones. I'm presuming that's the rocket coming down. Look at that little... Now, I'm hoping it'll just, you know, land cautiously, carefully, and not like my lander did in the beginning of the game. Hey, look at that. We've got this thing coming down. All I see when that rocket is landing is just all the volatiles and oxygen just dispersing from it. We gotta do some serious mining. Like a moth to a flame. Let's go to the extremely hot exhaust of the rocket, yes? I don't know if I like the explosions happening right now. I mean, it is a rocket, but... I'm still not sure I like explosions around my rockets. Look at that, beautiful. Aha! And it's landed. Amazing. Awesome. That is our first rocket we have ever shipped off. And it is the first rocket that we have ever had land. And it did so successfully. Let's have a look and see at... Okay, so... Is it not taking... Is it not spending... I forgot to freaking pause that. My bad. Let's turn off that rocket avionics. Is it not actually spending durability on the rocket scanner? That seems a bit broken. Oh well. Yeah, we are fully refueled. And then we're gonna take a look at our power in it. And if the power is looking good, we're gonna send this bad boy up and we are gonna start mining. And then all of that mined resources are gonna be going into this chute, and it's gonna be going here. And it's gonna be going in here. And in here is where we are gonna start building our silo storage and automatic sorting. And that's going to be our logic sorters, because that is going to be delicious. So now that that has landed, let's switch over to the other rocket. And then let's have a look. See, look at that, 100%. We are looking good. Fuel is all good to go. Yeah, so auto landing is gonna be high. I don't know if I like the confidence of it at that capacity. Like it's high, but it's moderate at low altitudes, which means we're gonna need more fuel and more power when we head back. But that is pretty good. We're gonna go down this road. We're gonna grab the throttle and have that favored, so that one is at the top. And then we are essentially just gonna hit this up to, say, 80%. And we are gonna grab this rocket, and we are going to select what do we want to mine? We got nickel deposit. I don't even know what to do with the vapors, honestly. Let's head to the gold rocks, or head to A-rings, and then we'll scan the rocks, see what we get. And then that is what we're doing. So that is our destination for A-rings. Welcome back. Successful rocket launch and rocket landing. So we're gonna send up our new one, and that is gonna be our miner. And we're gonna have a look, see if we can get that out there. We can get that to start mining, and then see if we can actually get some stuff up. So that is up and away. And I know we should have like a fancy countdown or you know, whichever, whatever, but I get I get overzealous. Why did you break now? Oh crap. Well, we forgot something. I'm glad the rocket's fine. But I forgot to actually prevent launches if the umbilicals were not disconnected. So the umbilicals are is no longer connected. So the gas umbilical and the power umbilical needs to be replaced. Yeah. Like I had a fancy light and everything for making sure that I don't launch it unless it's a green light. It's like, target selected, let's go. Right, so that thing's gonna be there in 2 minutes. We're looking pretty freaking good on fuel. Battery obviously is gonna be pretty dang good as well, because we have what, 6 batteries in there, so we've got 600% power compared to the previous rocket. So that is gonna be flying over here, and it's gonna be filling its stomach with all the goody little nuggets of ore. I'm hoping I didn't need a freaking scanner on it, because it doesn't have a scanner. So if we need a scanner, we're just gonna have to send it back, and then that's a whole bunch of rocket fuel wasted. But if we do need a scanner on it, we have room up top for a scanner. So it's not the end of the world. But I was just presuming, as I couldn't survey, the scanning is done with the mineral drills and whatnot instead, so we'll sort this out. That's a total of, so what, 14 kilonewtons on return. Should be fine. And then we get here, and then we'll set that to start scanning all the deposits, and that's gonna be fine.
Hunger caution.
There we go. So, map, and then we select that gold rocks. Location information. We set that as destination. That's its own thing. Right? So that spent about 2,500 moles of volatiles to get to the gold field. There we go. Okay. I need a scanning device. But I don't need to scan it to get all the bonuses, right? I can just hit mine. Estimated ordered location 5,000 gold. Or do I need to actually scan it to get the bonuses? Or is that just the discovery of knowing that they have the bonuses? But yeah, so we're mining gold right now. Which is pretty slick. It feels like the bonuses and the boosts apply if you have them discovered. I don't know. Let's have a look at this. Well, that should be fine. So we're harvesting gold right now, which is quite nice. Now, I'm not liking the fact that the yields are dropping crazily fast. And I don't know if that's an issue of me not scanning things or what the deal is with that, but Evidently, we need to have a scanner on top of the mining ship as well. But that's cool. We'll just let that sit there for a while we figure out other things. And we're just going to be rolling for roughly another half an hour or something. So what can we do in that time that makes sense to do that could be a little bit... Actually, what do we need to actually make the silos? Let's do this. Grab you here. Silo, gold, copper, and steel. Steel is not a problem. That's going to be 4 silos. Chuck that in there. Now that's 8 silos. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna slap on the multi-head or the high-speed mining drill. Put two of those in there just to get the extra yield and the speed. Screw the power usage. And then we slap on a scanning device on it. That should be good. That way we can self-scan the ore deposits along the way as well. That's not bad. Like we've almost mined 400 gold so far. Now, I know you're not gonna like it, but it is leaning towards having to do some mining because we are running out of volatiles quickly. And that has everything to do with the fact that we need rocket fuel. Ooh, which actually reminds me, we are gonna need to do some more silos. Because we need all the silos for the space ore overall. Since we're gonna have a bunch of ice that we're gonna need to deal with. We're gonna have more resources than I'm used to material-wise, so we're gonna have, well, like 2 silos.
Hunger critical.
Oh, come on, hunger critical. We're gonna have 2 silos for the input ore. And then we'll have 1 silo per type of resource. Which means we're gonna need a whole crap ton of silos. That room's gonna get a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be. And I was expecting it to be a pretty damn big room. Let's do that, and let's replace the batteries for these guys. Chunk. Chunk. That guy can keep rolling there. And you can keep rolling here. That's 4 ore per yield, 500 gold. Rocket 98%. So this is our door in, and then this is our doorway, and then we have maybe 3 tiles. Maybe we do 3 tiles, 4 tiles. We got door 1, 2, and then we do. That's 1 tile. Gonna be one hell of a damn room. As we're gonna need the sorters. Because I'm thinking the sorters are gonna be on the floor that we're actually walking around on, and then they're gonna go down into the silo. Mm, maybe. Or do I want to have the side? Do I want to have the sorters 1 step below? Yeah, maybe we do that. Maybe we do. That's that, and then there, and then we have. Do I want to put an elevator in here? We do 1 tile, 2 tile, and then this is going to be the actual silo storage. That's going to be silo, space, silo. And that is going to go downwards, 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 downwards. And then we're going to have a glass sheet. And the glass sheet is what you are going to be walking on to be able to walk in around the room. Yeah. Because then this is all gonna be freaking silo territory. And then this gonna end up being a matter of how many silos I want, how many sorters I want. Because the silos will be standing upright, I think. We'll know once I actually start to place the silos, but yeah. It's gonna be good. And we do the 3D printing style here. There we go. Aha. That is starting to become a little bit of a cave here. Obviously, we're gonna run into these weird pockets here and there that we're gonna need to deal with. Silo, silo, silo. We are starting to build our storage for our silos. So jealous of your neatness. I don't know. I mean, it's just persistency, I guess. I don't know. Just playing with the voxels. That's what it is. I don't know. You say jealous of neatness, and it's like, yeah, well, you know, the terrain might be, but then looking at the manufacturing hall, and you got resources scattered all over the freaking place. It's like, yeah, neatness. Nope, doesn't exist here. I do get what you're saying though. It is appreciated. It's just, you know, a little bit of not cynical humor, but maybe maybe a little self-deprivation. But we're getting there. I think this is starting to look pretty nice. We got like, yeah, because I want to get, that'll be, that gonna be the first silo? Like if we do a silo there, and we do another silo there. Do I want them slightly in there? Do I want in, out? Or do I want them here? And I do one full grid. That's a silo, and then I do a little bit of excavation into that wall. We get a nice little spacing. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. That is the wall we want to be using. The double standard. Yeah. Double standard. The best standard. It's twice of everything. That not how it works? It's twice as much standard as anything else. Okay. So we're getting this kind of, you know, hollowed out. Yeah. That's looking pretty good, right? We just need to grind up the piece that's not supposed to be here. And then we'll have sorters on the exteriors. And that's pretty good. We are gonna have to dig like another tile downwards, if it's 2 tiles down. And then it's gonna be a glass floor in here. And then we'll just keep digging downwards as much as we need silo-wise. And then we can also do a little bit to the left as well. And we're gonna fetch the silos themselves, place some of them down, get a little bit of altitude adjustment, and we're also gonna check in on the rocket. Oh yeah, 1200 gold. And we got a little bit of an ad. That's 10% of the mining heads. Let's go idle. And let's head over to the silicon, I guess. We want to do the copper, maybe. Let's head over to the copper. I think du sa någonting. Oh, it goes back to the original linked piece and then it flies to the specific asteroid. Okay. It does mean you need to make sure to have enough fuel to kind of go in between the nodes and whatever. So let's just mine a whole crap ton of copper so we have that mined out, and then we do... Wonder if we can do a twist towards iron as well. Yeah, we should be fine. I mean, it's not a whole lot of fuel. Yeah, so let's dig up and mine a whole bunch of copper as well. And then we're gonna see how many of the silos are done. We're also gonna do this because we are gonna need a whole crap ton of plastic sheets for these boys. Let's see, is it enough with one tile maybe? 1 tile, 2 tiles, 3 tiles. 4 tiles. 5 tiles. 6 tiles. 7 tiles. 8 tiles. 9 tiles. 10 tiles. 11 tiles. 12 tiles. 13 tiles. 14 tiles. 15 tiles. 16 tiles. 17 tiles. 18 tiles. 19 tiles. 20 tiles. 21 tiles. 22 tiles. 23 tiles. 24 tiles. 25 tiles. 26 tiles. 27 tiles. 28 tiles. 29 tiles. 30 tiles. 31 tiles. 32 tiles. 33 tiles. 34 tiles. 35 tiles. 36 tiles. 37 tiles. 38 tiles. 39 tiles. 40 tiles. 41 tiles. 42 tiles. 43 tiles. 44 tiles. 45 tiles. 46 tiles. 47 tiles. 48 tiles. 49 tiles. 50 tiles. 51 tiles. 52 tiles. 53 tiles. 54 tiles. 55 tiles. 56 tiles. 57 tiles. 58 tiles. 59 tiles. 60 tiles. 61 tiles Let's plonk one of these. Plonk one of these. Get down. Yeah, so we're gonna need. Let's do one more tile down. That should give us enough space. It's going quite nicely here. We are making some progress. We are finally automatically harvesting materials. It's not a lot, and it's costing us quite a lot of volatiles and oxygen to do so. Which reminds me, I need to take a look at the volatiles in the system. But it is automatically turning it into minerals, which is nice. Now I would need to just, you know, have an automatic way to make volatiles. And we'd be pretty good. There we go. Now that should be pretty solid. Now the question is, do I want to have it this way? Probably. Yeah. And then we have the interior. Yeah, there we go. We are starting to have some proper freaking storage systems. Right. It's looking pretty slick. I like it, and I do want to keep the angle as well. I hope I paint them. Yeah, I'll be painting things. Overall, I'll be there's gonna be a lot of decoration going on here eventually. Before we are done. We are just gonna dig our way through there a little bit. Now, I don't know how far I need to dig this, or how, you know, how big this storage unit is gonna be, because I'm not entirely sure how much resource types we have that we need to count for, because of the whole, you know, resources are different in space thing. So I'm just gonna leave the ores, or, you know, not necessarily the ores, but the silo building here itself is gonna be in a constant vacuum, where the silos are. But we're gonna have the top side with the sorters are gonna be in atmosphere. So when I need to add more, I can just, you know, add more. But we are at least gonna need to cover our asses with the pure basics with this, which is gonna be, you know, our 2 input first. That's gonna be going to everything else. And then our centrifuges, which is also gonna need to be somewhere here as well. So we'll see how everything gets kind of shaped around and shaped up as we are going through the motion. And the sleep is starting to overtake me here. That's quite nice. So we got our first rocket back to the station. We've sent out our first mining rocket, and we now know that we still need scanners on the mining rockets because I didn't scan all of it. So we're gonna squeeze on a scanner next time that thing gets back to base. We figured out how to actually extract minerals from a resource node in space. So multiple hoorays there. And stuff's coming along. We also realized some downsides with the whole umbilicals and that thing breaking. And we started to hollow out for our major silo storage facility. Multiple arrays. Yeah, it's been a multitude of quite nice things happening today. But we are coming to the end of the stream for today. As mentioned, starting a new job, or a new additional job. So I'm gonna be cutting the streams a little bit shorter than our usual 12-hour vaganzas, which is gonna be starting today. So now that we're coming up on midnight CET, I'm gonna need to start heading off, and we're gonna find some poor soul to raid, take a visit, and say hi to. And I don't really know who is on at this time. So we are gonna head back up to the hab. We're gonna refill food and drink. And then, yeah, look at that. This is actually coming along. So this will have a nice little panorama glass floor thing going on. And yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. And we got a little bit of space on the left side there that I can hollow out to do the centrifuges. So those are gonna be hooked up there as well. Which is also going to require 2 new additional pipes because we want to be using hydrazine or nitrous oxide and fuel. Let's just have a look at the rocket before we hop off. 94% energy. We're looking pretty good. We've mined out 770 ore. What's the weight on it? Yeah, it's basically added. The grams and kilos are still in harvestable things, so we're just gonna mine up the whole deposit of copper. Just gonna let that sit there, and do its thing. At least until the battery hit like 50%, we're just gonna keep mining, and then once it gets back to base, we're gonna have a whole crap ton of materials. So we're gonna do a lot of dull kind of mining. Also the hydrogen there, we're gonna need to do some manual mining for hydrogen so we can have some more fuel to send out more rockets later on. But with that, that means the rocket can harvest quite a significant portion of minerals for very little fuel. It just needs to be powered enough. Good to know. Very good to know. But yeah, let's grab some bread. Chop that in there. Grab some water. And as an outro, you know the drill. Thank you very much for watching. And you guys have been amazing, as always. Love to have you in chat, and you are very, very appreciated. And yeah. I think I updated my schedule. I'm not entirely sure, so I will be running roughly the same time throughout. So we'll be doing streams at 8 p.m. or 2000 on CET, and then up to midnight, and then I'll update the schedule so it reflects which days I'll be streaming on properly and which times. But yeah, so in the usual schedule and about, you'll find the next stream. If not, pop in on the Discord and keep track on messages there for any potential updates. And until next time, take care, good night, have a great week that's upcoming, and I will catch you all on the next whenever that may be. Let's switch over to this one. And I need to fix up a little raid screen thing with invading new channel or whatnot. Do we have someone doing Stationeers? We have people doing Stationeers. Do we have someone new? Surviving Mars as a noob. Maybe he needs some help. Automating filtration and CKY. You know, we'll pop a raid over at someone doing this in a new bracket. And as I said, you all take care. Good night. Have a great day, and catch you later.